I'm gonna tell you the top items that you absolutely need, at least according to me, that you need. So, yeah. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, my name's Adil. I'm a junior in college, pre-dental track. My Snapchat's in the description, so if you guys want to check that out, cool. Alright, let's chat about some things that you guys should have. Number one is this thing right here. It's called a good old laptop. Definitely saves lives, you know, quick and efficient. Definitely saved my butt a bunch of times. Yeah, so you don't have to get an MacBook Pro, but that's the one I got. Super quick, super reliable, definitely does the job. I know some cool, they're the ones that like flip over and you can write on them. I don't know what exactly they're called. It's kind of cool. Let me look them up. So the other ones that you guys can test out they're called Chromebooks. It's kind of really cool. I know some people that are in my classes that use them. Super cool. They're like little they're like little tablets, so really cool. Alright. Number 2. Bring a water bottle. Essentials. This is kind of like common sense, but like you have no idea how like dehydrated somebody can get like throughout the lectures, like throughout the day in college. It's awful. I use a reusable water bottle, so it's like one of those like cheap ones. I think it's like a Nike one. It's kind of cool. It's alright. Yeah, so definitely do that. Super helpful. If you're hydrated, especially if it's like really hot out or something. I mean, it's kind of applied, but some people, you know, they're not the brightest, but it's cool. Oh, number 3. Number 3, I would recommend a planner, definitely. So, I don't have a physical planner like most people do. There's like a little agenda that tells you what everything does and what you do. What I use is most often my phone. So like, what I'll do is, if it's like a big thing that's gonna come up in a few weeks, I'll open up my notes app and I'll just write down everything that I gotta get done. In addition to my phone notes app, I also use a whiteboard. I think you can see it. It's kind of right behind me on the wall. It's kind of lists everything that I gotta get done for the week or whatever. Like all the assignments that I get done. Anything that's coming up later, like a club event or something. Most often, that's what saves my behind. Yeah, so yeah, definitely recommend a planner. Especially if you're like super busy like I am. Like you got like a bunch of stuff to get done in like a limited amount of time, and you really need to like keep track of everything, make sure you don't forget anything. A planner is the way to go. Like, it will save you so much time, and it'll get you out of so many issues. Alright, so when you get to college, like everyone would expect, this is number 4. Number 4 right there. Number 4. Alright, so number 4 is to figure out a good quality studying method. So what I use is I use a variation on the generic index cards. So I use these things right here. So what I do is I get a piece of paper, I make a bunch of lines. Can you see that? Is that in focus? I don't know. There you go. Okay, so I get a piece of paper, a bunch of lines all the way through, kind of keep them evenly spaced throughout the paper, and I fold it. And let's see, is that in focus? Hold on a second. But if you can see this, let's keep going. So I made a dash mark. I folded it hamburger style, right? Hamburger? No, hot dog style. And now I have, so once I do that, I write the question on one side, whatever it may be, and then I'll write the answer on the other side. That way I have like, I guess you could say like 12 questions on per side of page, and then I will also use the other side of the page for another call, which is like 24 index cards on one piece of paper, as opposed to having like, you know, a stack of 24 index cards, which is awful. Like, nobody wants to carry around bricks in their backpack. I would never do that. Like, I would not recommend buying index cards at all, because like, it's just a waste of money. You're spending a lot of money on something that like you're never gonna use again. Paper is cheap. You can get a bunch of paper for like $1 or like a couple bucks. Not that bad. But like index cards, you just keep having to buy index cards. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, to add on to that, so in addition to like index cards that people make on their own, you should definitely check like online if there are Quizlets from like years prior that like some kid made like years ago for this class, or, like maybe the year before, for the Quizlet exams, just to like go through them. And, like, I would definitely recommend them as like a supplement to your index cards, like your variation on the index card, on your variation of index cards that I just showed you guys. So like that's a great thing to supplement your work you're studying with. Super helpful. Gives you like real questions that could be on there, you know. Oh, it's called Quizlet.com. I'll write it out in the bio just so you guys are aware. Yeah, so you go on there, you type in whatever your subject is, or if you know who the guy is that posted it, you can just do that, type in his name or whatever, and then go from there. Okay guys, number 5, battery case. Super essential, saves my life so many times. Okay, so before I had this battery case, I had a charging wire and adapter that I would carry around in my backpack, and that was awful. Well, it wasn't awful, but it just took up more space. It would take forever to take out and all that stuff. Plug it in, you gotta watch it. Now with this battery case, all I have to do is like press a button, and I'm not being sponsored by them, just so you guys are aware. So like, yeah, so like it went off right there. I guess you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, awesome. So I have an iPhone 6. My phone usually dies like halfway during the day, which is not good, which is awful because I need it to get like stuff done, right? With this battery case, my phone usually can last about a day and a half, a day or 2 days. 2 days like the most I would say. This one is like 24 megahertz, but on Amazon you can find better ones which are much more helpful. This is the one that I got. This is a reasonable price. I think it was like maybe like 20 something. My brother, he has a really good one. It's like 7,000 megahertz, which I don't think he ever like uses the charging cable anymore. But like, yeah, so that's something that I really would like suggest investing in. Super helpful, super like time saving, especially if you have like some critical text you have to send or like receive. It's a lifesaver. It's completely no joke. So the last and final thing that I would recommend that is like a complete must are good quality headphones. This is essential. It's a must. These things are unbelievable. They are gold. You can like use them when you're walking to class, like right before a lecture if you want to review some stuff, or like right after lecture when you're in the library and like people are talking like super loudly. You can use them to drain some people out, you know, like get that quiet atmosphere so you can like perfectly like comprehend everything the professor's saying. If you're watching like a podcast on like Kaltura or something, which is like Kaltura is like a podcast thing that we use, or a lecture thing that we use to rewatch lectures. So what I have are what I'm wearing right now. These are the Apple AirPods. Again, I'm not being sponsored by them, but yeah, if they want to, perfectly happy with that. Just hit me up in my email or whatever, or DM me on Instagram or Snapchat, either or. So definitely reply with Apple. So yeah, Apple AirPods. If you it doesn't even have to be Apple AirPods, it can be Beats headphones or whatever, but as long as you have like good quality headphones, like to listen to, like to help you like get through like those times like in lectures or whatever, or like when people are like talking very loudly in like the library or something, you should be good. Like definite must. Don't I think this is like another implied one, but yep, you guys should definitely get headphones. Saved my butt so many times. Yeah, helped me learn a bunch too, especially last minute. So another good part about these headphones is they're wireless. So that's like implied. You don't have to carry a sinking wire around under your phone or like something. So like if you want to run, you can run in these headphones if you wanted to, or you could like go to another room and you can still hear what you have to listen to or whatever. Yeah, so that's another great tip about another great feature of these headphones. Like I can be in my like living room and still be listening to a lecture that's like across the whole home, my whole house. It's insane. It's awesome. I highly recommend everything I just said. So yeah, if I think of anything else that I would say is like a must, I'll definitely like post another video that's to supplement this one that I posted. I'm gonna post, I guess you could say. If you're going to college, I wish you the best this year. Definitely Snapchat me if you have any more questions. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, share, you know, all the good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, college is lit.